I recently sworn in caretaker committee chairman and told him to focus on sanitation and security. Security, well, I'm not too sure because of the kidnap case, if you can correct me on that. And then sanitation, we don't know whether because of that the whole place is now exposed, but we're seeing some changes, especially around under the bridge. You know, I wonder what has to be done, especially I should come down from Uduaghan to the express. I don't know what's happening. Some people are saying that they're taking the land again for themselves.
Yes, I said you should focus on two issues: security and sanitation. Security in the sense that as the grassroots administration, they are closer to the people, so they tend to have the capacity to gather information more than any other person. So I expect them to put up the machinery to be able to gather, because information is key to security. If we know where the kidnappers live, if we know where the armed robbers live, so it will be easier for us to deal with. Then two, on the issue of sanitation, you know, sanitation by the law is really a primary responsibility of local government councils. But sometimes it's too heavy for local government councils to handle, and the state government has to come in. And that's why we are involved in waste management, in urban areas. And I'm happy that they are getting involved in it. You know, there was a time, just before they even came in, there was a time where it was not too good in terms of sanitation. I had to do something unusual to try and clean up. And by the time they were coming in, it was a cleaner environment. And I told them to maintain, in fact, to improve on what we are seeing in terms of sanitation. We are going to go further, because sanitation is not just about dirty roads or garbage or waste. Sanitation is about our behavior as a people. Driving through Warri, if you go to Singapore, you go Singapore is sitting in the forest. Why? Because there are so many trees in the town, green, you know, beautiful, but we describe Warri as a city in caravan, you know, because 3/4 of Warri is like so Warri is like a caravan town, you know, a lot of caravans, and we cannot allow that to continue. Well, I just allow this New Year Christmas period for those caravan owners and for those who construct extra extra space shop in buildings that are approved.
In a way, don't you think we need to blame government? At one point, caravans were cleared from the area, but because there was no follow-up, you know, people now came back to build it.
Yes, you blame government for not follow-up.
Yeah.
What are the people that brought? Why would you, when you know that this thing is not right, you are doing it?
Because the laws are not. Don't you think because the laws are not being implemented?
Yes, I agree. We are not going to implement the laws now, but we are also going to educate people that it is not right to just any space you see you put caravan. We should be aware. By the time we remove the caravan, you should know that that thing is wrong, and by the time you are bringing it back, then you are disobeying the law. People should know that the use of caravan is not right. You just go anywhere, you put up caravan, put up a shop you are selling. You see a house, there's extra attachment up to the covering even the drain and entering the road. Half of the road is. Yesterday I was driving through Warri Road. There's a fruit market. One side of the road, people were selling. It's not acceptable, and that one is very simple because that's the fruit market.
Yes.
There are people who own houses there, and these traders are around there, and I hear that they collect money from them. Of course, I'll just wake up one day and put down all those buildings, because those buildings were not approved for markets. They were approved for people to live, and that is even if they were approved at all. But if you now want to turn your house, which was approved for you to stay with your family, to a market, they will put down the house and let us actually turn the place to a market. So just such things are not just acceptable. People should know a major road like Efusable Road, turning half of it to a market.
Which people can be made accountable for such a thing to happen?
First of all, let us start from the woman who is going to put her share there. She should know that what she's doing is wrong.
The money have been collected from her.
Yes, and who collected the money? Who collected the money? First of all, I hear the landlords collect money and the councils collect money. I'm holding a meeting with the council chairman this morning on that place and a lot of places. In fact, they took council chairman Kiwori and because just go around the town yesterday, there are so many things. Yeah, there are so many things that should not happen. So many things that the council should be doing that they should not allow people to do. So I'm holding a meeting with them. They don't have to know that they are responsible for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. But people also have to know that we are all responsible to it. We should be responsible enough to ensure that our environment is clean. What happens in a dirty environment? You become sick. But you are in the hospital because you have allowed your environment to be what it is. But let's advise our people.
Yes, okay, look at the market, the Bonibusu and the Uduaghan market. They're empty, they're not being used. Nobody knows the reason why. Why can't these people be shifted to this side, to the place there to take a store soon?
Okay, the Uduaghan market, really, I think what happened was that when it was completed, my colleagues in the sense that those of us who have access to or close to power.
Who are your colleagues?
My colleagues who have access to power or they are close to power.
Okay.
Bought most of the stores, and of course the retailers did not have access to them, and they now wanted to rent them to the retailers. The retailers said, you can't buy it and give it to us as rent. So that's why the really want really make us. But what has now happened is that we have revoked all the sales of the stores. I think we have allocated them to traders. Okay, to trade themselves. And I think anytime from now, if they have not used my credit,
I think everything will go over because believe it or not, people from all over the world, they do business worry every day and they are doing this thing. And maybe when they want to start the trade, they will surely start the trade on the state government and the state government is not working well and all those things. Meanwhile, it's working well, but people are there trying to destroy the sector. So they should be able to do some law, like for example, when you remove this Okada, there's some people I saw that they kind of maybe to make sure that Okada does not run in the town. It was the fear that they put some people there that not many of them, if not even with the ban of Okada, some of them are ready to still work. So what I want to say is that anything he wants to do for the state, he should be able to do it.
Thank you very much. That is very encouraging. You're 100% right, and I'm encouraged. And I must thank you very much because I hope a lot of our people have listened to you. That one is not coming from me now, but it's coming from the citizens. Like I said before, I just like giving people Christmas grace for this period. Early in the new year, a committee is coming in place. A lot of our youths will be involved also to ensure that we enforce some of these issues, parking issues, environmental management issues, and issues that will make our society a better place to live, visitors happier when they come. I assure you,